In a small, quiet village, with narrow streets and simple houses surrounded by dense forests, lived a girl named Layla Al-Farsi. She was curious and different from the rest of the villagers, with a deep fascination for stories and legends, especially those about jinn and spirits. What Layla didn't know was that her own story would soon become one of the greatest legends ever told. One day, while cleaning the attic of her family's old house, Layla stumbled upon something unusual. The attic was covered in dust, with cobwebs draped over old furniture. The wooden floor was creaky, with faded rugs spread haphazardly. In one corner, she noticed a tall, antique mirror, standing prominently against the wall. Its wooden frame was intricately carved with strange symbols that seemed almost magical. Layla felt an inexplicable pull toward the mirror, as if it was calling her. She lifted it carefully and gazed at its surface, sensing that something was hidden beyond her reflection. Curious, she called for her mother and asked, "Mom, what's the story behind this mirror?" Her mother sighed and replied, "That mirror belonged to your grandmother. She was known in the village as a seer. They said she could see things beyond this world, and that this mirror was part of her rituals." That night, Layla felt uneasy. She woke up to faint whispers echoing from the attic. Summoning her courage, she grabbed an old lantern and climbed the creaky stairs. Her heart pounded with every step. Reaching the attic, she found the mirror exactly where she had left it. But as she gazed into it, something unexpected happened. Behind her reflection, she saw a shadowy figure. It was tall and unclear, but unmistakably human-shaped. Terrified, she turned around, but the room was empty. When she looked back into the mirror, the shadow had moved closer. Suddenly, a faint voice emerged, saying, "Don't be afraid. I'm here to tell you the truth." The mirror shimmered as if it had turned into a window to another realm. The shadow began to speak, introducing itself. "I'm Azaz, an ancient jinn, imprisoned in this mirror long ago by your grandmother. But I'm not evil. I was a guardian, punishing malevolent spirits that threatened humans. Your grandmother, fearing my power, trapped me here." Layla, torn between fear and curiosity, asked cautiously, "Why are you telling me this now?" Azaz replied, "Because you're the only one who can set me free. But it will come at a price. To release me, you must perform a ritual in the forest at midnight." The following night, Layla carried her lantern and ventured into the dark forest. The path was eerie, shrouded in shadows and silence, with rustling leaves that sounded like whispered warnings. She eventually arrived at a clearing where a circle of ancient stones stood, their surfaces etched with glowing, cryptic symbols under the pale moonlight. Following Azaz's instructions, Layla lit candles around the stones and began chanting unfamiliar words. Suddenly, a fierce wind swirled around her, creating a vortex of energy. In an instant, Azaz appeared in his full form. He was imposing, with fiery eyes and massive wings that radiated both power and danger. His deep voice echoed through the clearing. "Thank you, Layla. You have freed me. But remember, you have now opened the gateway between our worlds." Layla returned home, unable to shake an uneasy feeling. Soon after, strange things began happening in the village. People complained of terrifying nightmares, and mysterious noises filled the night. Layla realized that freeing Azaz had consequences far beyond what she had imagined. One night, Azaz appeared to her in a dream, warning, "I told you there would be a price. Now, you must take on your grandmother's role as the guardian between the worlds. Gradually, Layla learned how to use the enchanted mirror to detect and confront the malevolent spirits attempting to cross into the human world. Though the task was terrifying at first, she grew stronger and more confident, fully embracing her role as the village's protector. Yet she could still feel Azaz's presence in the shadows. Was he watching over her, or waiting for the right moment to return? Layla became a hero to her people, wielding the mirror's power to protect them from unseen horrors. And the mirror? It remained in the attic, glowing faintly, holding secrets yet to be uncovered. Thus, Layla Al-Farsi became a legend, standing as the bridge between two worlds, carrying her grandmother's legacy and forging her own path in the face of darkness.